Jascha.
Hey guys, and welcome to BeardYGO. So today we got Jascha here. He came first at the BODE Case Tournament, piloting virtual worlds,
Yep.
and he's representing FlexGamingSA.
Yeah.
So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, have a look. I'll definitely post the link down in the description below. Definitely support him. He helps our community out a lot, especially with the videos he uploads with regards to the meta in our entire country. So he gathers all that information, and yeah. Jascha, how did it go? First place,
Yeah,
7-1-1, right?
Yes. Yeah. 7-1-1. So it was a good one. It was quite a long day. Lots of meta decks, especially Drytron. Man, it was like 5 Drytron decks. So yeah, but it was a good run overall. There was a few breaks, obviously virtual. Sometimes you draw a lot of traps and that kind of thing. So I did take a few game losses here and there, or concedes rather. But overall, it ran pretty well. Yeah.
All right, nice, cool. So let's get into your deck list and see what took you to the top.
Perfect. So starting off with the monsters. We have obviously the virtual package, 3 Lulu, 3 Lao Lao, 3 Lily. We have 3 Gigi, 2 Nyan Nyan, and then 1 Tutu. So fairly standard, nothing out of the ordinary there. Pretty much what all the virtual players play. In terms of hand traps, I actually only played 1 hand trap, which was Gamma, and I played two Gamma, 1 driver.
Okay.
Yeah. So the idea is that you're trying not to draw 2 Gammas at a time because the second one is dead.
Yeah.
Also, drawing Gamma driver is less likely if you have only 3 of them in total, altogether. And then the other thing is that obviously Gamma hits fairly hard, so you want to have something that hits hard if you're only playing a few hand traps. So yeah, and it works really well in the deck because you can teleport and stuff. You'll see that a little later on. But yeah, so Gamma package 2 and 1.
Great.
And spells, we have 3 times Kowloon, 3 times Klinglong, so those are fairly standard. You meet the targets, so that's important. Draw power, I had 2 times Tactics, 2 times Desires. So the idea behind this is, especially Tactics, if you are comboing and you get hand trapped, that could end your turn. So if they hand trap you, then you tactics and draw, and then you can probably play through. If they don't hand trap you, go full combo.
Yeah.
Generally,
most of the time.
Yeah, pretty much most of the time. So the tactic is just there. If they have anything in hand, you can continue to play through. Desires, I don't really like at the moment, but it is a +1 card. And then the reason why I'm playing 2 of each is because if I don't really want to see double of them, so I don't want to see double tactics or double desires. So playing 2 of each means that if I see 2, I'm probably seeing 1 of each, and then they kind of both live. And in fact, through the tournament, tactics was fairly live. I didn't really have a dead tactics at any point, and if I did, I'd just discard it. So yeah. Okay, so that's your draw power. Then we have 2 Foolish Goods. Goods is full combo pretty much most of the time. The reason why I'm playing the goods and like some decks have cut it, etc., is because if you're going up against decks that have hand traps, then you want to be able to play through. Sometimes you want to activate goods, send Klinglong, bait hand trap and then combo, or sometimes you want to combo with the monsters, bait a hand trap and then goods for Klinglong anyway. So that's basically what that's for. It's also good at sending Zanwu to the graveyard and comboing that way, like rebonding stuff and things. So that's quite good. And then because I wasn't playing hand traps, I needed board breakers. So we're playing 3 Forbidden Droplet and 1 Dark Ruler. So the thinking behind this is, Droplet is good going first or second. So going first, you set it and you can send stuff from your board that you used. And then, but in this deck, Dark Ruler is generally better because you don't have the discard.
Yeah.
But I realized that if I were to play like 3 Dark Ruler and I go first, it's completely dead. And then I either have to discard it or set it, and then it does nothing for me.
Yeah.
So I went with the drops, and then I played 1 Dark Ruler as a 4th, just so I can make sure that I have a board breaker in hand at any given moment. Especially against like Drytron and stuff like that. And then the reason why I went like 3 and 1 is so that if I draw 2, it's 2 droplets.
Yeah.
And then I can send 1 or I can set 1 for next turn. And it's a liar. Yeah, so that's basically the thinking there. So 1 call by, and then 2 teleport. Teleport is obviously combo piece. You can summon Yan Yan, Lulu, you can summon Gamma. Yeah, so that's basically that. And call by is obviously is really strong.
Yeah.
Traps, standard, 2 Chuchi, 1 Zanwu, nothing else. So that's standard. Okay, getting into the extra deck, we have, we'll start with Synchros, I guess. So the main combo package is obviously Zolkin and Crystal Wing.
Yeah.
You generally are making this almost every game. There are some matchups where you want to make Shen Shen instead. So for example, like Tri Brigade, you generally don't need the negate. You want to rather banish it, maybe Sid. But for the most part, you're making these two. Then because I played that package, I played Mud Dragon and Kaliga. Because Kaliga is like auto win against some combo decks. Let's say Dragon Link, for example. If you make Kaliga and they don't have like droplets or Dark Ruler, they lose.
Yeah.
Because they can't get over it. You have Chuchi to pop the monster that attacks. Crystal Wing to negate.
Okay.
So it's like pretty much auto win. And I did take a lot of wins, like just making Kaliga, and then it was game. And then because I was playing this package, I actually played, which is kind of a little bit weird, I played Hot Red. And the reason for this is because if Mud Dragon gets impumped, which it is an impump target, then you just have a Mud Dragon on field and it does nothing.
Yeah.
So all you do is you summon a level 3 and then you make Hot Red, which is another negate. And then there are some matchups where you don't want to make Kaliga. So you go Crystal Wing and then you make Hot Red with the rest of the materials you have. And that's like really, really strong. Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool. Also, like Hot Red is a really good follow-up. Like on turn 2 or something, you can make Hot Red, negate something, attack, summon a tuner.
Yeah, you could even bring Coral Dragon back and pop
Coral,
and
pop. It's like really,
very
really
nice.
strong. Yeah. Then we have 2 level 9s, standard, Shen Shen, Vermilion combo piece, Shen Shen's too strong. And 2 level 3s, Coral and Stardust.
Level 6s.
Oh, sorry, level 6, yeah. Level 3 synchros. Stardust is obviously OTK engine, draws you a card, well, both of them draw you a card.
Yeah.
Coral pops a card, so, and they tune in on
Yeah. Both are good for going first and second, which is nice.
Definitely. Okay, and then we have XYZs, we have Fortune. So the thinking behind Fortune is that if you're making a rank 3, it's generally desperate times. You don't want to really make gossip first and then combo and so on, because then you're getting, even though it's a negate, you're getting into like nib territory, so it's a bit more dangerous. So the only other time you're going to make a rank 3 is in desperate situations. So Fortune generally will keep you alive. That's the idea. If you make this, it's very hard to OTK through, even if they have an access code. So they can pop twice, for example, attack and then take 1 attack to the face. The other thing is that it can't be targeted. So if you're going into a board, you can make Fortune, attack, detach, make Zeus, and then wipe their board without them being able to interact too much with that.
Yeah.
So that's like really good as well. So Fortune as the rank 3. And the rank 6s I played 2, which was Fan and Beyond. Fan is really good removal. It banishes from graveyard. It's basically IDP. And then there are times, like for example, in the final where I went up against Dogmatica Dragon Maid, there was punishments set. So I make fan attack. If you punishment it, it's fine. It floats into 2. You can make something else. So that was like really strong. And then I overlaid Zeus over that. You can punishment now, but I'm going to wipe your board anyway. So that's like really strong. And then beyond is like your Dragoon out. Make this Dragoon become 0. And then you can attack over it. Also with Beyond, this is generally when I'm going for the 4 material Zeus. So I can save my fan for later. So these two work really well. Rank 9 is Phantom Fortress into Blasnia. So also non-targeting banish of a card, field, graveyard, hand. So also like Dragoon out or any other like non-targeting out. But sometimes there's something in the graveyard that's like really important. Maybe it's a combo starts with like Phantom Knights or something. You can banish that. Or if they have like low resources in hand, 1 card in hand, banish their hand, they have 1 card to play with this time. And you can make Zeus over this after using its effect, so that's good. Also, like something like weird, probably like these and maybe these. Pretty much these. Like if you notice, like a lot of them have completely different types and attributes. So if you get floodgated, you can actually like synchro up and then rank up into XYZs and then out their board through like rivalry
or there can be only one.
There can be only one, that kind of thing. So that's like really strong as well. Like some of them have the same, so you can like play into if need be. But like some of the floodgates obviously require different stuff. And then we obviously have the Gaia Charger for the rank 6 to make 4 material Zeus, and then we have the Zeus.
Okay, great.
Cool. Side, a little bit weird. I'll start with like traps. We have 2 anti-spell, 1 IO. There's a lot of decks that use a lot of spell cards, Drytron, Sid, etc. So this was like really important. Also with VW, if you're going first, like game 2, game 3, your opponent is probably going to side in spell cards to beat your board. So like Dark Ruler and who knows, like Lightning Storm, whatever it may be. Maybe even like Twin Twisters and stuff. So anti-spell and IO actually are really strong, just going first in general. So I needed that in there. 1-time skill drain, the deck can play under skill drain. You go full combo, and then all you need to worry about is having the biggest attack monster. And then Chuchi like basically thins the herd on your opponent's side of the field. So Chuchi this and like a 3000 attacker like Beyond or something is pretty much game. It's
usually all you need.
2 times twin, obviously back row removal. Good for chaining, so I prefer this over like like the Duster and stuff. Because you want a chainable trap. And
it gets you like a Queen Engrave or something.
It can do that. Also, I prefer this over Cyclone specifically because it hits 2 cards. Generally, the decks that set in the back, they generally are setting 2 or more. So it's like Revolt and something else generally. It's Schism and something else, Punishment, so you can pop both if you needed to. Third Dark Ruler. So if I'm going against Drytron, I need the field negates. So I'm playing 3 drop plus 2 Dark Ruler, and that worked really well. The tactics, same story. Going second, I'm putting in the tactics. I'm putting in these, and that worked well as well. Then hand traps, we had 3 times Lancia. So Lancia is good against Tri Brigade, VW mirror match. There's a bunch of other decks like it's really good. It's a floodgate hand trap, so it generally like stalls a turn, or makes them make a suboptimal board, so that's good. And then 3 times Droll. Droll is good against a lot of decks at the moment. In fact, Sid, Dragon,
pretty much all of them.
So good. And then obviously Drytron as well. So 3 of each. And then last side card was Dragoon. I didn't want to main Dragoon. I actually don't like Dragoon in this deck for the fusion in general. But there was an Altergeist player We all know him. So, and there's other decks that actually target a lot as well. So making Dragoon is pretty strong again in those matchups specifically. In the final, the reason why I cited in Dragoon is because Kaliga does nothing to Dragon Maze generally. Because they make Seal fast, and then they just use Seal, and that's like Kaliga gone. But they do play like Tiding, a few other cards. He was playing Dogmatica, so there was punishments and targets. So I decided to make Crystal Dragoon, and that was good enough.
Yeah,
for that matchup. So yeah, Dragoon.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's the deck.
Great stuff. Thanks, Jascha.
No problem.
Hope to see you topping again soon.
Yeah, hopefully the deck pulls through again.
Yeah, we've got a few big tournaments coming up.
Yes.
In OTS championships, and then we've got our regionals that's coming up as well. So, yeah. You think you're going to be topping there as well?
I hope so. I won't be playing this version. I have some spice that I'm going to be looking forward to.
All right.
So hopefully that works.
Yeah,
I'll be testing that hard at the moment. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Cool.
See you guys next time. Cheers.
Bye, guys.